All right, you guys, how you guys doing today? This is Mr. GG, Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement Channel. Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement Channel. Make sure you click that like button. I appreciate it. Click the subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys coming in, man. This shit's cool, man. Thank you guys, man. I just got off of TikTok, man, and man, let me tell you, this fucking freedom of speech shit, man. It's a fight for that shit, man. It's a fight, like on there, right? I got on there, man. And I had a very good audience. My audience was the shit, man. I'm telling you, I had a really good audience. And what ended up happening was, let me see, can I have that? Yeah, oh my gosh, let me see if I can have that. Okay, cool. So I had like a really, really big audience, man. My audience was popular, and the problem I had on there was we were brutally honest, man. We were brutally honest, and so it caused me to get my live get disconnected on there. So I said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and just broadcast on YouTube, broadcast on Rumble, and just let things play out, man. This is pretty much one of my normal playing fields. So the top topic I have right now, and I'm gonna probably send a text message to some of my people on there, man. Let them know, that hey, I am live. I'm live on YouTube. So if you guys look into the uh, title of this, right? I'm kind of late on this. It's about 9:12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, all right. But it's Saturday, Super Bowl here in Kansas City. Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl is happening tomorrow. It's not going to be here in Kansas City, but it's happening tomorrow. Okay, and so I just want to let you guys know. If you guys are on TikTok, just come on over here. I really, really, really appreciate it. The top topic I got for tonight, right now, is called "Should a man, should men sacrifice their self-respect for to make a woman happy and for another foreign culture?" You understand? Should a man sacrifice his self-respect in order to make a woman happy, right? Or to go ahead and accommodate and appease to another culture. You understand? Or make that culture happy. Okay. Click that like button as you come in. Click the subscribe button. I really, really appreciate it. If you give me one moment, let me go ahead and check and see if my guests can come in. If they can't, I'm gonna hold this shit down. Okay. Stay tuned. Give me one moment. All right, cool. So sorry about that, man. So anyway, here's the deal. I'm gonna go ahead and go in. If they come in, cool. If they don't, I'm holding this shit down like I usually do. Okay. So anyway, without further ado, so here's the deal. You will be. Oh, now this motherfucker gonna go ahead and hit me up and shit. Soon I get ready to speak. So anyway, here's the deal. You got a lot of guys out there, man, that are in positions where they will sacrifice their self-respect to make this woman happy. Okay. Letting this woman stomp on their ass, cuss them out in public, man. seen these guys. We were just talking about how a guy got to ask a woman permission, man, to spend their own money, man. That's pretty messed up. Like, or you got to ask your woman permission. Can you go ahead and allow certain things to happen in your own house, man, that you own? Like, that stuff's not cool. You understand? If you own that property, why should I have to ask another human being, my woman, permission? That's pretty messed up. You understand? Or if I got certain types of money, I got thousands of dollars, and I want to purchase something, why should I have to ask for permission for that? Okay. If it's the culture, right? Philippine culture, it could be Hispanic culture, like Mexicans, right? Or Brazilians, right? Eastern African, no matter, right? Why should I have to get disrespected, right, in order for me to make your culture happy? That's pretty fucked up, or your religion, or whatever it may be. I shouldn't have to put myself, my dignity, my respect as a man in harm's way just to accommodate you as a woman, to accommodate your culture, to accommodate what you stand for. Okay. I shouldn't have to, right? I shouldn't have to be your doormat, nor should I have to actually uh, be the shoes you put on every goddamn day. You understand? Just walk on over. Fuck that shit. Okay. And there's a lot of people who really believe that you should be able or be man enough to allow that shit to happen. Why should you be put in a position to let another woman or another person go ahead and walk over you? You understand why? Because there's guys out there who really, really, really believe that shit, and they will go around there to other guys to actually do that. You understand? I had a gentleman, I was on a lot today on TikTok, okay? And the thing is, with that conversation, he honestly believed that if a culture of people are asking you for money, like, for example, I'm gonna use the Philippines. A guy was married to a Filipino. Okay? He believed, God honest truth, that if by chance the culture start asking you for money, right, and you simply tell them no, right, he believed that, well, for the fact you told them no, even though you give them the money, right, you'll be seen as a mean person and all that shit, right? But this particular person, they're from the United States, they're from here. What he did not understand, right, and I believe became like very, very immersed in the culture. But what he doesn't understand is there are people out there who are gullible and naive who actually care about what other people say. Now, again, in the culture of the Philippines, don't knock to them. They actually care about what other people say. They believe in this thing called saving face. Okay, I'm gonna go into that in a little bit. But typically, though, right, there are people also here in the United States that care about what other people say, right? In my opinion, if a person cares about what another crew have to say or think, and you have to base your decision off what they say or think because you grew up with them, you love them, you care about them, and all this other shit, that you can't think for yourself maturely, you are a very emotionally immature fuck that person. Safe to say it. That you should be able, as a grown man or woman, to go out there and make your own decisions. Okay. I've seen women out here will take advice from a whole bunch of single, lonely women. They single as hell, lonely, and take their advice because they grew up with them and they love them, right? And figure they got their best interest, but no, they don't have their best interest. What they don't realize is these women are competition, and your competition is going to sabotage anything you can do. Even the people you love, even the people you who grew up with you, right? To do everything in their power to keep you in their current situation. It's just what it is, man. You understand? If they are single as hell, and you got, I don't know, 10 guys approaching you every day, and they got maybe a guy approaching them a week, right? And you ask them for advice, ask them for insight as a woman, man, what the fuck you think they're gonna do? They're gonna do everything in their power to keep you just as single as they are. It's just what it is. It's a competitive world out here. But women are competitive by nature with each other. That's one thing that another woman won't tell you. A man can sit back from far away and actually peep that shit out. The question is, though, right? Even though he peeped it out, though, right? Will he clearly understand what's going on? You understand? But women competitive by nature. They compete with each other all damn day long. Behind our backs, in front of us, it don't. You understand? They compete. Okay. But at the same time, you still got the gullible, naive ones who will listen to their competition. And what will happen is their competition will fuck up their relationship. They'll fuck up the dating attempts. They will fuck up their attempts of becoming successful to become the woman they need to be. You understand? Because they're quick to listen to other people's opinion, but not make what we call fair judgment or fair discernment. You understand? When it comes to discernment, man, you got to make very, very good character judgment, man, to determine though the difference between what's right and wrong. You understand? Can't walk around in life being all optimistic all the goddamn time and figure there's no room for failure. You got to make room for failure, man. You have to. Okay. The power of discernment, man. Look up what the definition of discernment means, man. You understand? You can look it up on your phone. You can look it up in the book. Webster Dictionary book, man, or you can look it up on the phone. Don't matter. Look it up on the laptop. But when it all boils down to it, man, you got to have a discernment mind. Can't let no woman, can't let no man run over you and fuck you over, man. They will do it all the goddamn time. If you let them, they will do it. You understand? That's why I learned a long time ago. I was young at the time, and back in my blue pill days, yeah, I was doing dumbass shit. I was listening to other people what they got to say. I was listening, making my judgment on what they got to say. I was young. That was like the middle school, high school shit like that. But when I got a little older, man, I had to realize that I had to go and make my own choices. I had to go against the grain. I didn't want to be a yes man or a no person or whoever. You understand? I had to make my own decisions based on my own characteristics, my own life choices. You understand? Okay. And I want you guys to do that also too. I don't want you to be that grown man who got to ask his own woman for permission that he got to spend his own money. There's a lot of guys that do that. They ask their own woman permission that can they spend their own money. Some of them ask their woman their own permission can they drive their own vehicle. Yes, they ask their woman for permission for their own keys to their own vehicles all the time, man. It's insane. They allow these women to be very, very, very alpha males, man, in their own marriages. It is fucked up. Yeah. I had a real estate situation going on a while back. I'll never forget that shit. This man was like 70 years old, maybe 80, man. He was an older guy. He had to ask his own wife permission could he buy that house that I was actually selling. I was doing an assignment and contract of a wholesaler. They got the term real estate wholesaler. And I had this house under contract for a deeply discounted price. He said he wants to buy it. I said, cool. Guess what happened? I went to that man and shit, and he told me he wanted to buy it, cool. And he told me, look at that. I said, I got to ask my wife permission. Can I spend my own money? I said, excuse me? Yeah, he said he had to ask his wife permission. Can he spend his own goddamn money? What type of shit is that, right? How is it that a grown ass man got to ask his own wife permission? Can he spend his own money? That's pretty fucking low. You understand? Why you gotta ask your wife permission to spend your own money, man? This is your money. Just like I was telling them on TikTok, I had a situation where me and my daughter, man, it was late at night. We didn't feel like driving. We had been, talking all night and shit, yapping, running our mouth. And I think I did some work on my partner's car and shit at the time, and shit, me and him don't talk anymore. But he told me, he said that right off the bat, he has to ask his woman permission. Can he go ahead and actually he had to ask his woman permission, can I spend the night at his own house? I swear to God. His own house, me and my own daughter, can we go ahead and spend the night at his own house? And he'll go by all damn day long. I'm alpha and do. Nobody tells me what to do. I'm super alpha, man. I'm the toughest guy and all this shit. I run shit in my house. They'll tell you this shit all damn day long. But when it comes to asking, when it comes to a situation of need, like can you drive his car, or can you spend a night at his house, can you get some money? Yeah, you gotta go ask his man. You gotta ask his man. I'm telling you, I've seen multiple guys like that. You understand? You let that motherfucker tell it right now, man. You gonna say, no, it ain't, man. That ain't true, man. And shit. I just did it because I wanted to respect her. Mm-hmm. She holding your balls inside of her motherfucking purse, man. You need to just be honest with you. Your balls is inside of her purse. And you just in denial about that shit, man. Why is your balls inside your woman's purse? Hmm? Man, I'm telling you, my balls on me. They inside your woman's purse. You need to be a man, unzip the purse, politely grab your balls out of there, put them back on, man, and live your life as the man that you are, as God designed you to be. A lot of these guys that put so many women on pedestals to the point they gotta ask their woman permission. They got to. Woman get more my ass, I ain't asking that bitch permission for shit. When it comes to any of my property and my money, no, I'm not asking that bitch for shit. Fuck that. You know, I've seen guys stoop as low. They had to ask their woman and permission. Can they go ahead and stay out late? I swear to God, grown ass men, 20s, 30s, and 40s. They ask their woman permission. Can they stay out late in their own house? Click that like button as you come in. Click that subscribe button. Yeah, we sitting out there, we drinking beer and everything, man, and he telling us, man, you gotta go. I gotta be in the house around 9 and shit. Why you gotta be in the house and shit, man? My girl be tripping and shit. Fuck you mean your girl be tripping? Ain't this your house? Yeah. In your name, right? Yeah, but my girl be tripping and shit. So I gotta be in by 9. Motherfucker, why don't you go in the fucking house, man, and just what's the point of even bringing us over and shit, man? We trying to stay out till like 2, 3 o'clock, man. Just chill at your spot and shit. Oh no, man, but my girl be tripping, man. We gotta respect that shit. Oh my god, these guys are so pussified, man. I'm telling you. So you mean tell me you can't stay out till about 2, 3 in the morning and shit? Man, y'all keep on asking, man. Here, I'm gonna go ask my girl. They gotta ask they fucking girl this shit, man. I gotta ask my woman. I gotta ask my wife. Are you gonna ask a man for toilet paper to wipe your ass too, motherfucker? They do that shit, y'all. And y'all sit up there, man. Whoever watching right now, y'all shaking your head like that's a damn thing. It's true. They do that shit, man. They do that shit, man. For as they ask they woman and shit, can they turn out the lights or turn on the lights in their own house? I've been around these guys. You understand? But let me go back on the other topic, man. Let's go back and talk about face. In the Philippines, they got this thing called face, right? Now, mind you, on TikTok, I had a married guy who's married to a Filipino, and I got another partner of mine who's out there in the Philippines right now. He having the best time he's got there now. What is saving face? What is losing face? What's gaining face? So I'm gonna break it down to you guys. Okay? All right, I'm gonna talk about losing face. Let's say, for example, okay, Filipino come to me disrespectful in public in front of everybody, right? Okay, and I tell him I stand up for myself. You're not gonna disrespect me in front of these people. You need to apologize to me, right? Those people sitting back watching to see what he does. Okay, based off what he does, all right. If he apologizes, right, he can lose face. Okay, depending on how he apologizes. Okay, all right. If he apologizes, he can lose face. If he don't apologize, he could gain face, but depends on how he does it. You understand? They base their perception off what other people actually say about them and think about them. Pretty fucked up, right? Yeah, that's what they do. Give you another example. I'm gonna give you an example about gaining face, okay? All right, so let's say, and you probably wondering, man, how the fuck you know all this shit, man, and you ain't even traveled to the motherfucker, man. I said, man, I hang out with these passport bros. These guys vent all this shit to me. I watch a lot of it on YouTube and Rumble, man, and TikTok. Yeah, this shit's for real. Okay, check this out. Check this out. Give you another example. So let's say I'm at a restaurant. Okay, this restaurant. I got I'm with a buddy of mine. He's Filipino and he got, I don't know, three little girls. He got three little girls and I don't know, the wife with him, right? The wife is with him and the wife's sister or brother with him. Okay. We all eating dinner. So he pulls out his wallet, right? I tell him I gotta go to the bathroom, man. I'll be right back. He said, sure. Bring him to the ticket, right? So the waiter bring the ticket. Okay. And while I'm on the bathroom, right, I peek over and I see him getting ready to pull his wallet out and go ahead and spend the money. But what I do is I go over to the waiter and I go over to the manager, right? This is provided I went and got the ticket. And I told him, man, I want the ticket, for that table to see how much the price is. They bring me the price, and I said, listen, here you go. I'm paying for all that dinner over there. I need you to tell that man right there, did not pay for it. I'll cover it, right? The foreigner, they call us foreigner, covered it, right? I head to the bathroom, right? He's over there counting out his money, man. First thing the manager and the waiter come to him and say, sir, put your money up. Well, what's going on? That foreigner guy, that black man, he just paid for the entire meal for you and your family. Okay? He's shocked. That's what he is. He just gained face. Okay? He gained face because of the simple fact, though, right? Somebody paid for the meal, and on top of that, too, right? A guy from the United States did it unexpected. See what I mean? All right. So the people of the restaurant, his family, and everything, right? He gained a lot of face. You understand? All right. It's just what it is. You see what I meant? That's gaining face. Okay. So I told you about losing face. I told you about gaining face. All right. Now I'm gonna tell you about regaining face. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what this girl told me, man. A Filipina. She said that she was at school. This woman got a PhD. Okay. I try to talk to women in the Philippines or overseas, man. They got money and they smart. That's what I try to talk to. They got money or they smart, man, or whatever, right? Now whether we work out as far as trying to date or whatever, that's a different conversation. Okay. All right. Repeat me out. So the woman, she had a PhD. And she told me right off the flip. This is what she said. She said, well, it's just right off the flip. She was like, I was in my class and my class is being disruptive, right? And I told my class, listen, man, if you guys are not on your best behavior right now, man, I'm not gonna allow you to do this particular activity, right? Okay, and the class continued to be disruptive, right? And so she took away the activity. Now the kids, talk bad on her. She's mean and she's evil. She lost face. Okay. All right, that rumor went around, caused her to lose face. You see what I meant? All right. Now, she's like, damn, I got to do something to gain his face back, right? So what the fuck do you think she did? Not only she went and addressed the parents too, but the parents actually, man, disciplined the kids, right? And she gave them ultimatum. If you do what I say and do what it needs to be done, I'll give you these activities back. She gave them they did what she needed to do as a teacher or whatever, right? They was on their best behavior, right? The parents was going to get in their ass. Boom. She gave them the activities back. She gained her face back. You see what I meant? She got her face. All right. She got her face back. Got the family's respect, the kids' respect, all that shit. You see what I meant? That particular culture is based off what other motherfuckers say and think about them. I know it's fucked up, but yeah, man. And here in the United States, here in the Matrix, man, you got immature women out here that actually think like that too. And they will fuck up their relationship. I've been with one. That woman died. She died. She ain't coming back. Because she was so determined to impress her family, right? But impress me at the same time. But she never could understand that you can't make everybody happy. On one accord, when she gets with her family, she's talking shit about me and how I'm a bad motherfucker and all this shit. When me and her have a disagreement. Okay. On the other side, okay, me and her get together. She talks a lot of shit really bad on that family like that ain't nothing. Okay. She does that shit. Okay. So when we get together and let's say me and the family in the same room, guess what the family look like? They look like they ready to beat my ass. I look at the family like I'm ready to fuck they up. But she's sitting up here sad with this gullible ass look, not knowing what to say or do. You understand? She looked her sad in the motherfucker, gullible as hell, not knowing what to do. She convinced the family that I'm this bad, evil motherfucker on one side. But on the flip side, right, she convinced me that the family with this bad motherfucker, they doing all this bad shit to her. And she told me, she's like, man, they take advantage of her money. She got a disability check every single month, man. The disability check up. Sister called her up. The sister had like 5 kids, guys. 5 kids, and she wanted her to go take that check and spend it all on her kids. And whatever was left over, right, she paid her rent. And then when she came back, she was broke. Okay? Every time. Every time, right? I heard about this shit, right? This is back in my blue pill days, man. These are blue pill days, okay? This is the days before I actually learned about the red pill, okay? The days before I learned about MGTOW, okay? What the hell you think happened, man? All right. At the time, I said, okay, I'm working this good job. I'm making, let's say 2-3 grand every 2 weeks, okay? So I told her, this is what we're going to do. If you take that check, pay your rent or whatever, you cannot take your check and spend it on your family. I will match you dollar for dollar for whatever you got left. And that's money you can spend. So then you can take care of bills. And then also, too, you can go ahead and we can have date night. Because whenever I date the woman, I like to have regular dates. You understand? All right. If I'm in a relationship, we like to have real dates. Like there's nights we watch our movies. There's nights we go out to the park. There's nights I don't know, go to the mall or window shop, things like that. I like to hang out when I date or I'm in a relationship. It's just what it is. All right. I'm not the type of person like to go to parties or whatever, right? I like to go on like real fucking dates. We go on, let's go sit down at this coffee shop or whatever, let's go have sandwich together and let's sit down and talk. You know what I mean? Well, what the fuck do you think happened? She was happy, but the family won't. The family sitting up there like, what the fuck is this dude doing giving you some money? Okay. You supposed to be sitting there broke, sad, and depressed. So when she went and told the family that, hey, he's giving me this money and I'm happy, man, or whatever, man, the family didn't like that shit. You see what I mean? They got real jealous. Okay. So what they did is they figured, okay, since she's giving you the money, you don't even need the rest of your disability check. So since we your family and since you love us, how about you give us the remainder of your check? But that's my check and I don't care. They guilted her. We family. Don't you love us? Well, yeah, so okay. And then one day when she got paid her disability check, she was like real sad one day. And, she wasn't herself. And I was like, man, what's wrong with you, man? Did you take care of your bills? Yeah, what? What's going on? I'm broke. Why? I had to give all my money to my sister. I said, why are you giving your money to your sister? She got a full blown husband. She got 5 kids. Well, I love them, and I think that's what you're supposed to do. And I told them that he was giving me money and everything, so they figured they could take my check. I said, wow. I said, the rest of that money, man, you wasn't supposed to tell these people, man, what me and you doing. And that was her downfall. She told her whole family, man, about how I was helping her out with money and shit like that. See, a lot of women, man, when guys tell these women right off the gate, man, hey, man, keep your family at our business. Don't tell them what the fuck we got going on. A lot of these shits are stupid around the globe. They will go ahead and say, okay, turn around and do the opposite and blah, 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 tell their whole goddamn family all types of shit. You understand? And fuck up her own relationship. And that's what she did. That woman died alone, by the way. Yeah, me and her, I broke up. I left her. I said, I can't take this shit no more. There was too much of that family interference. Too much of, I care about what my family say instead of what my relationship is doing. You understand? She more cared about what other people were saying, but not her man. She didn't keep me first. Whatever her family said, that's all it was. And you're gonna run into a lot of that with United States matrix chicks and also gullible, naive women around the world. You understand? It's just what it is. I had Filipinos I was dealing with, man, virtually and shit, man. Gullible, naive. They more value what other people say and think in their culture than their own man. You know, and I look at it this way: if you got a woman that doesn't have your back and doesn't prioritize you as a man, you don't need to be around that bitch. Take her to the curb. Okay? Her pussy is not that good, or her titties not that delicious, or the ass is not that good for you to sacrifice your dignity and respect as a man. If she can't prioritize you just as important as she prioritizes her family, her kids, though, her money, whatever, she does not deserve you, and you do not need to be around her ass and her eye. Why put yourself in harm's way? Why put yourself in that situation? Click that like button as you come in. Click the subscribe button. Why put yourself in that situation? Why put yourself in that circumstance? You know, a lot of guys actually do that shit, man. Put themselves in that situation, put themselves in that circumstance, put themselves in harm's way. And then one thing leads to another, man, or whatever, man. Guess what happened? This particular woman ends up, man, putting them on the back burner, man, just to go ahead, man, allow her family to disrespect them. You know, it's sad, but it's true, you guys. These women will allow their family, man, to go ahead and walk over you, man, do you dirty and all that shit. But you got to be smart enough right now, man. You got to be smart enough to understand the difference between what's right and what's wrong, man. For real. Because one day, it's going to come a day one day, man, where you don't really need that motherfucker, man. That woman, right? You don't need her. And what's going to end up happening, though, right, is that if she can't go ahead, man, and step her game up, man, and recognize that you love her and you got her back and all that shit, man, guess what's about to happen, man? She gonna end up losing your ass. And if she lose your ass and shit, that's on her. You understand? That has nothing to do with you. You understand that? Has everything to do with her ass. You understand? I'm sorry, I just had to go ahead and handle this message situation on the phone, but if she can't recognize your value, man, right? You don't deserve to be with her. Okay? Most guys would rather be alone, counting their money, sitting there next to their dog. That's why they call dog being best friend. Rather than be in the household with some lonely, evil, bitter bitch, mostly immature, doesn't know how to prioritize. A man don't know how to prioritize her relationship. If she can't prioritize her man or relationship, right, then it just lets you know, man, that she doesn't know how to prioritize certain things in life. You understand? Just lets you know a whole lot. It's not worth it, you guys. Why are you guys doing dumb shit like sacrificing your self-respect for a woman that doesn't respect you? That's what today's topic is about. And as far as a culture, why would you go ahead and sacrifice your self-respect just to satisfy a culture? Why do you think I agree with Austin Holloman with what happened in Brazil? You understand? Because he didn't sacrifice his self-respect in order to accommodate a culture. But a lot of those passport bros, if you go back to my video that said a lot of passport bros, right, betrayed Austin, go back to that shit. A lot of those guys were sitting up there talking about, well, that's that girl's culture, and he shouldn't do this, he shouldn't do that. No, that's your brother. If he's your brother, you need to have his motherfucking back. But now a lot of them set up there, man, and harried up, made hate videos, this Austin Holloman and shit, did that man dirty. He got smart. I ain't gonna lie, he got like a 10 or 20 terabyte external hard drive. Took every fucking goddamn video that dissed them and shit and said, I'm gonna make all these motherfuckers apologize and shit, and I'm taking this to entertainment. You see what I'm saying? Every single person, right? Even some of these passport bros I know, right? They're really disappointed. You know? Hurried up and took the diss videos down quick. Some of the guys, they say, well, I'm not a passport bro no more because what happened to Austin? Those bitch motherfuckers too. They know who they are. They pussies. You stand by your brother, man. When there's a time of need, you help him out. That lets me know that there's guys out there who call themselves passport bros that are not legitimate passport bros. They will sell your ass out in a minute just with clicks, likes, views, attention, and subscribing, man, on any platform. That they will fucking do that shit, man. And you just got to be smart enough to understand, man, that not everybody out there got your back. You better have your own back, man, if anything else. Otherwise, man, you're gonna put all your trust in the wrong person there, and before you know it, that's gonna be the first person that betrays you. Same thing in family. Same shit in family. Quit loving everybody in the family and shit, man. Quit loving. Every time you keep loving motherfuckers in the family and shit, you put yourself in harm's way. Why you gotta love everybody? If anything, man, you can cooperate with everybody, but you don't have to love them. Fuck that. I believe this when it comes to love, when it comes to friendship, man. I believe that my love and my friendship has to be earned. Just because we met today on Facebook or we met in person doesn't mean we're friends. No, I don't think so. That shit has to be earned. When's the last time your ass sat up here, man, and didn't talk shit behind my back? Hmm? Sound like a friend to me. If you didn't talk shit behind my back, sound like a friend to me. When's the last time when I was sick, you actually sent a note to my house or sent me a friendly email that said, "Hey, I know you're sick, and I just want to let you know I'm thinking about you, and I hope everything is still okay with you and your dog." Sound like a friend to me, dog. Hmm? When's the last time you sat up here, man, and actually said, "Man, hey, man, I just called to just say hello." Never asked me for any money. Never asked me for a donation. Never hit me with a sad side story. Don't that sound like a good friend to you? That's what you need. Good friends like that. Everybody ain't your goddamn friend. Everybody shouldn't be your motherfucking friend, man. They shouldn't. Everybody can't be your motherfucking friend. People gotta earn your friendship. You understand? I got a guest that came in, man. Jay Line, man, came in. What's going on, Jay Line? How are you doing, man? The topic today or tonight
Yeah,
is
I think you should. My thing is
the
the
topic.
lady
Hey, how you
got to
doing?
be on. Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. I see the topic. I feel like the lady, you shouldn't sacrifice everything. The person got to be, fitting your vision, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you're the man. You lay down a structure, right? You know what I'm saying? If the woman follow you, you don't you don't follow her. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You are the we call it captain of the ship. So my thing is if she don't fit in your vision or your how you live your life, then what I'm saying, you know, you gotta put her on the side. So my thing is and I think that's what dudes don't know. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find women that you're compatible with. And a lot of dudes in the West don't know how to even pick a woman because they came from dysfunctional families. They never seen no relationship to go well. So they don't even know how to pick a woman. So and basically, even when they get a decent woman, right, they only know how to function right because they've been so it's not just it's that, so they don't know what to look for. So my thing is that I base mine on biblical principles. So my thing is that, like, if a woman is on my thing is so that's how I look at it. So my thing is that um and so I think that's basically what it is. A lot of these guys don't know how to vet the woman. They don't know how to even. They don't even know how to pick good women. A
Agree.
lot of these guys say, "Oh, the woman went bad." Now all these guys don't know how to pick the good woman. And I think that, like, and like, oh yeah, she did this and stuff. And sometimes it's not even a woman. Sometimes it's the guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And because, like, they weren't doing stuff right or certain some type of thing. So, and I think that, like, so it all depends. It's either the guy or they don't know how to they don't even know they don't know a decent woman when they don't know how to choose a woman. Huh? So you know that's my thing. So that's how I look at it. So my thing is that um I would say that I mean that's how I look at it. Like I said, these people, and like with me, no, I mean, no matter where the hell I go, I'm gonna be who I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, and I got certain values and stuff that I go to. Huh? I don't give a hell if I'm in the planet Jupiter or whatever. Huh? Ain't nobody moving me here. I don't, what I'm saying, galaxy. I can go any damn culture. I know who Jason Fakada Selassie Minlick is or whatever. You know. So any chicks turn bad and all they effed ups in the beginning. Oh, they went like this. No, you know, they just showing you who they are.
That's
You know
all
what
it
I'm
is.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's all they doing. They,
That,
they, the mask them fell
you
off.
know what I'm saying? So, and I think that like, and I think that a lot, and I think dudes just go like, oh, the woman look good. She does this and she does look good, and dudes just go with that. You know what I'm saying? They just think because the woman look good, and and that's how they just pick the woman, or the woman
Don't,
seems to be, feminine.
yeah, and
And
don't forget, she can actually pretend that she's traditional and sweet temporarily to land you.
yeah. But
Yeah,
my thing is, you have to see through that. You know what I'm saying? If you can't see through the acting, then my thing is that like because a person can only put on an act for so long. So my thing is that the truth is eventually. I mean, they gonna eventually tell on themselves. Huh? And
yeah,
we talk to a chick long enough, what I'm saying, like they will, they'll show you who they are. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So my
yeah.
thing is that.
They'll tell on themselves. They'll end up confessing some shit that will blow your fucking mind. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. And I think that, a thing is a lot of guys just be too thirsty. And I think a lot of these women that I was saying that like, yeah, and I think that's basically, what it is. Cause, women, okay, they could be, um, we call it manipulative. And I think that a lot of these guys, and my thing is with me, you got to really investigate these chicks, because I ask a whole lot of questions, man. I catch a lot of women in their lies
Yeah.
and doing all this type of stuff. So I think that, um, yeah. So I think, you know, yeah. So I think, and if a chick is, one of the red flags, if a chick is heavily on social media, that's a red flag. Huh?
Well, let me ask you this though: have you ever been in a position where a woman wanted you to sacrifice her culture and allow her culture to walk on over you? You got to sacrifice your self-respect just to accommodate to her culture. Have you ever been in that position?
Well, my thing is, I would say. My thing is, I don't, my thing is, I don't know, cause I don't, I'm part of the Ethiopian community now, so I don't
Okay.
know about that, cause
Yeah.
I mean, I left American culture as it is anyway, because
Yeah.
American culture don't work for me. I don't, say, so I
But
mean, I don't
yeah,
want nothing to do with it.
we understand you left American culture. We just saying any culture in the world. It could be Hispanic. It could be Ethiopian.
No,
It could
I
be
ain't never had that. No,
or
I
they
never
or they
had.
or they said, well, you're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to allow my culture to disrespect you because this is how it's done. Otherwise, though,
Well,
we're
no,
gonna
I never had no. When it comes to no,
yeah.
well, if a culture is being disrespectful, then
Mm-hmm.
you probably not compatible with that culture. You got to find a culture that you're compatible. I'm not going to allow no disrespect. I don't give a damn if you from a
100%.
alien.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
One
So
hundred percent.
and I think that like so that's so you have to know yourself, know who you are as a man, and know where you stand and stuff like that. So I think that yeah, and I think that it's like so I think that's basically what it is. So I think that's what I would tell guys. So my thing is that like is one of the reasons why I got into it, because I was trying to get away from this madness. So my thing was like because the thing is with Ethiopian culture, it has order. You know what I'm saying? Like American culture has no order. You know what I'm saying? There's no order.
No.
This is all over the damn place. You know what I'm saying? It's no order. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is that uh, And with African culture, it's order. You know what I'm saying? It has order
Yeah,
in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's I mean everything has every culture has problems. But like I said, with this place, man, this just it's just here it's just madness, and it's not.
yeah,
And even with what I mean, because you think about it, there's no consistency in Western culture at all. Like what I'm saying, you
yeah,
even look at the history of the West.
yeah. We
There's no
know,
consistency. It's
but
all over the damn place.
we know the Western culture is fucked up. We know that right out the gate. But we're talking about like in today, there's guys out there who's willing to sacrifice their own self respect to now allow
Well,
another
no, no,
woman.
no. You never
Yeah,
sacrifice
yeah,
your own self
yeah. They
respect.
sacrifice. Yeah, these guys. I was
Yeah,
on
I ain't
TikTok.
doing nothing. But then
Yeah,
you
I
just a
was on.
dumbass.
Yeah, I
You
was
ain't. I
on.
mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was on. Yeah, I was on TikTok, and there are guys out there. Swear to God, there are guys out there that are willing to let other cultures and other women disrespect them to sacrifice their own respect just to make the culture and the woman happy. Like both
Well,
or
yeah,
either
yeah.
or. I've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
it.
I like. I don't know what to tell, guy. I never been in no position like that, so I
Yeah,
don't know what the. Yeah, I
I'm
don't know what
glad
the
you
hell.
haven't, man. It's not pretty.
I mean, because I mean, what would be? Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to be a part of it. If anything that has something to do with any type of disrespect, then I don't know why. Like then if you allow people to disrespect you, then you don't respect yourself. You gotta respect yourself first before. And I think that like with me. With me, I demand respect. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is that I ain't gonna let nobody disrespect me. So my thing is that, like, I don't tolerate none of that stuff, man. So my thing is that, I'm a warrior, man. So, so I think that, you don't disrespect a warrior. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is that, like, yeah, I'm not with all that, man. So I think that because one of the reasons why I got with, the culture, because there's a, there's a there's an amount of respect in African culture. You know what I'm saying? That's why I know the culture is a respectful culture. So my thing is that you respect your elders, you respect, certain things like the woman respects the dude or something like that. So that's one of the reasons why I like because there is a culture of respect, in the culture. So I don't know what the hell the other culture these dudes are in, but I know what
Yeah,
I'm on. So my thing is that
yeah,
if they want to, do all that, man, I don't know what to tell them. I said, man, so I think
yeah.
that no, I mean, no, you shouldn't be doing that. Now, so
A
you
lot
gotta
of
respect yourself as a man.
Yeah,
So my
but a
thing is,
lot of these guys will turn into yes sir, yep, no ma'am, yes ma'am, and ask that woman, baby, I know it's your culture, but can I have permission to spend my own money can I have permission to spend money out of my own bank account and shit? And they gotta literally ask their woman that. Can they even ask their woman permission? I've been in a position where they asked a woman permission, could I spend a night over their own house? Me and my daughter, yeah, we were in that position. Yeah, multiple times. And I talked about the real estate situation earlier where a guy asked his woman, can he spend his own money to buy the real estate house that I actually had for sale? I had a contract for sale. And the woman looked at him with a very evil look, man, like it was fucked
well,
up.
yeah,
They
well,
had
I
to
mean,
ask
well,
him first. And this guy was I think he was like a 70, 80-year-old white man and shit, man. He had to ask his own woman permission because he spent his own thousands of dollars. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to say, man. But I mean, I ain't really concerned. I mean, I guess my thing is those guys want to, do all that, man. They can, but like I know with me, I run the show. I tell a broad, you can go kick rocks, go jump off a damn bridge somewhere. You can kick rocks. I tell a chick that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no time for no disrespectful chicks, man. No any of that type of stuff. I tell them, what
But
I'm
what
saying?
if she?
I told
But
them,
what if she said? But it's my Ethiopian culture. You're supposed to
no,
give me all your money, and I'm supposed to save all of my money. What if a woman ever
you know
come
what
to
I'm
you like
saying? I mean, I wouldn't. Well, cause that, I mean, well, that's a lie. That's some bull. I said that's some bullshit.
that? And she said, "That ain't no lie. How you gonna tell me this is my culture?"
I will first place. I know Ethiopian culture. I know. I mean, first place. I know African culture is better than most of. I mean, more than them. I teach them more about their culture than they. Somehow, you know what I'm saying. So my thing is that
Yeah,
ain't nobody you know what I'm saying. So that just some that that just basically just just a lie. You know what I'm saying? Because even most, I mean, most African chicks that, that will say some stuff like that. Most African chicks are working. They working at we call it. Even if they did, they work in agriculture or they selling stuff. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? There's really no there's not really a lot of African housewives. They don't tell you the truth, something like that. So that's some bullshit, man. I'm saying. So my thing is that um and most dudes that they gonna spend the minimum. The African dudes is not gonna drop a lot of cheddar unless maybe a Nigerian will, but they gonna do the minimum. They
okay,
ain't doing all this other mess. Right? They ain't, you know what I'm saying? They'll do the bare minimum for a chick. They ain't doing this. They ain't gonna be dropping a whole bunch of bread and doing all this other kind of extra crap. They ain't doing all that, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's a bunch of BS, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
and you know what I'm saying? So and or they say, oh well, you ain't no real dude. I said, well, you ain't no real broad. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you ain't no real woman. Or yeah. And they say some BS like that. I said, man, bro, get the F off my face with that BS, man. I mean,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I end up cursing a chick out and they said some
I've
stuff to me like
actually,
that, man.
I've actually heard
I
women. I actually heard women in other cultures, even Nairobi, Kenya. I've also heard in the Philippines. I also too heard in Jamaica that the women were convinced, right, that if they ran into a sugar daddy and he actually was giving them monthly allowances, paying for their motorbikes and all this goddamn shit, paying for their lunches, right? If the new guy comes in, they're gonna expect that new guy to actually either do that plus some, okay? And if
oh
the
yeah,
guy
yeah,
doesn't,
yeah, yeah.
and then if the guy doesn't do it, they're gonna turn around and say, "Well, this is part of my culture. You're supposed to go ahead and be spending money on me."
Oh
I
yeah,
had
yeah,
one,
yeah,
I
yeah,
had
yeah.
one
They
of
just running
I had a
game.
Nairobi girl that told me a real man's supposed to spend money on me even
Yeah,
after
yeah, but yeah, yeah, yeah,
she
yeah,
had a
yeah, yeah.
sugar
They
daddy or
they
sugar
running
daddy.
game, man. They running game. They just I said, they running.
Go ahead.
They running game. I like I said I would have been like, you lazy ass bitch. Go, I mean, go work somewhere. I said, I don't got, you know what I'm saying? You ain't no damn child. I'm like,
What?
you know what I'm saying?
How dare
I,
you
I,
talk to me like that, Jay
I
Lion?
was
That's
like,
my
you know
culture.
what I'm saying? I was like, bro. I mean, I would have been like, that ain't your damn culture. No, you a selfish, spoiled broad that just wanted to get all that. I would have been like, get the F out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Fuck
God.
out of here with that good BS. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I wish a broad
That's
would tell
my
me some
culture,
BS like
Jay
that.
Lion. Why you talking to
I
me
mean,
like
they ain't no, it ain't your damn culture. No, that's your ass. Fuck out of here. Huh? That's your ass. That ain't no damn culture. That's your ass. Get the hell out of bullshit, man. Fuck out of, you know what I'm saying? Before I throw your ass out the window somewhere, get the hell out of here.
that? And then what do you do if the family, after you get done telling her, bring her a rice, what do you do if the family call you up asking you for money?
Oh no, I mean, I would say, hey, you
They
better
got
go
her
start
phone number
hustling.
and they say you need to go ahead and get the
Well,
family money because you ain't.
I say, you guys better start going out somewhere, hustling somewhere, because I was saying, because like you ain't getting no bread for me. I was like, I would tell, I'm saying, I said, do I look like, I ain't no, charity plan. I was like, I like, you know what I'm saying? So I'd be like,
He said a charity plan.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I was like, y'all got me messed up. I said, you better go, save the children or some other type of nonsense,
but
something like
you're
that. I said, but
but you're from
I,
America. You're rich.
I ain't
Have
rich.
you heard
I
that
got
before?
bills. I got bills to pay. And you ain't one of my bills, huh? That's what I would told you.
But
So
you're
I
from
would say,
America, but you're
yeah,
rich
I was
because
saying,
you're from America.
yeah. I mean, because sometimes we do. I mean, some people do have their families and stuff like that, though. I mean, like I would say that, like to. I mean, cause the stuff they be asking for, I would say my thing is that, like,
Okay.
yeah. So I think that, like, I would say that, yeah. So I think that too. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's good to help people out sometimes and stuff like that. Sometimes it's a good thing, but it all depends on it's a limit, right? You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So my thing is that, yeah, if you give a little something there every now and down again, but my thing is, but these people they be trying to take it to another level and just kind of like you know basically just trying to use you and all that type of stuff. So that's a whole different type of thing. You know what I'm saying? They just being needy. So my thing is that, yeah, but like and guys just need to know the difference and stuff. And I think, like, so, and the thing is nothing wrong. I mean, like, you get married and you provide for your wife, you do all this type of stuff. But that's different than just tricking on a broad. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that because you investing in, but that all this money is to help the family, not for her to buy Chanel bags and stuff like. Okay, we invest this in properties, we doing all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not wasteful money or whatever. And I think guys just need to know the difference. So yeah, but man, and that's just how you do it. It's just a lot of guys are just, they just, like, they just kind of, we call it the simps and all that type of stuff. So I think that, like you were saying that, yeah, but like, but most of the time, like if you're a 7-year-old dude and you got like a 20-year-old chick, man, I mean, that, right there, that's a money arrangement right there. It is because what 20-year-old woman gonna be interested in a 75-year-old dude anyway? So most of the time that is a transactional relationship. So I think having a transactional relationship and like having you just provide for your family that saying that's just different. If it's a transactional relationship, no, that's just like you might as well just get a prostitute if that's the case, huh? So I think that if you want to be in one of those type of relationships and saying, oh well, huh? But but me, I don't got time for that BS, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be on that. I mean, like I get gifts for my birthday, but it's from the kindness of my heart. Like I get something, or the lady will get me something like, oh yeah, I got this for you, or I do stuff, but I'm just not. I might buy some things or something like that, but I'm just not like this, just dropping bread. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You do stuff because you want to do it for the person because you guys are together, you're doing things, but what these people are talking about is like a purely just transactional thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like so that's not no real.
And then on top
That's
of that,
not.
there's no reciprocation either. There's no
No,
giving
no,
back.
no, yeah,
It's
you're
like
right.
he
There's no
give it to you, and
reciprocation.
that's it.
Yeah, man. That's then you just being kind of like, I mean, if you got it like that, if you like, a billionaire or whatever, or a millionaire or something like that, most dudes don't got it like that. So, I was saying, so hell no, huh? You know what I'm saying? So I guess, if it ain't nothing, like, you dropping $1,000 a year, you make, $50 million a year or something, that's nothing, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, but most dudes don't got bread like that. So, so I
I tell you,
say to those guys, I would say hell no, huh?
I told a guy today, right? He was married to a Filipino, and I said,
Mm-hmm.
"Listen, man, because they got a lot of beggars out there. They got tons of beggars out there, a lot of them, man." And I told him, man, anybody ask me, man, I do the same thing in the States that ask me, can I borrow some money or whatever? The first thing I say is, no, I'm not a lender. But you can go to the FDIC Bank, Community America Bank, or Bank of America. If I'm in the Philippines, I'm going to tell them, man, you better go to the Filipino Bank of Southeast Asia or whatever the fuck, or so and so credit union, because I'm not a lender. Where they take so long and all this stuff or whatever, but I'm not a lender. I don't give out money. Number one, and number two, right? No, it's just it. Your no game has to be on point. And you know what he told me? I swear to God, he told me this, J Law. Well,
Mm-hmm.
you can't do that. I know you're straight to the point from America, but they're gonna look at you as a mean ass person or whatever. You can't be doing that shit, man, or whatever, right? And I asked him, I told him, man, I told him the story. And I said there was a guy from Australia, white guy, right? Another white guy,
Mm-hmm.
who came home, right? He said, well, they're non-confrontational. I said, just listen to me, hear me out. And this guy went to Australia, right? And he was with a Filipino, so he got to go back to his country. He bought this
Mm-hmm.
woman a brand new motorbike. He also too got her into a rental house, right? He also got plenty of food in there, and then sent her rent every month, right? And he was gone for I think it was like 90 days or whatever. The moment he left, he told the neighbor, right? I think I'm gonna play the video, man. If you got time, I'll play the video right now. But he told the neighbor, right? There's another female. He kept saying that she was jealous, but he told her, by the way, can you just keep eye on my place and keep an eye on my woman? She said I could do it, right? But even though he said that she was jealous, he still did it. And so he left. He literally left, went to the airport or whatever, right? Okay. It wasn't even a good 10 minutes that man left. All of a sudden, she seen a local Filipino guy come over to the house, go to the motorcycle, right? Change the speedometer around, man. Got on that motorcycle and started riding, motherfucker. And then she said for the last few months she been seeing them kiss and love each other and holding hands and everything. Australian guy came back. Filipino guy disappeared, right? And he said, "Did you keep an eye on my woman?" She said, "Yeah." And he said, "Look, I don't want to hear no bullshit, man. I know you're jealous of her, man." And he said, "All right, you think I'm jealous, man?" She pulled out that phone because she took the phone and recorded that man coming in and out the house, man. That woman kissing on him and shit. That man, uh, Jimmy rigging the fucking motorcycle and riding that motherfucker. She showed the phone, goddamn it, camera and shit. His fucking mouth dropped. Okay, all right. And so he went inside of there, right, to confront her and everything. But the landlord was around, knocked on the door, and said, "Hey, you haven't paid rent in the last 4 months." He said, "I've been sending this woman money every month to pay the rent. What are you talking about?" He said, "I didn't get no rent. This woman been taking the fucking money, man, and giving it to the goddamn Filipino guy and her goddamn family, right?" So he told the guy, "Listen, man, not only I'm gonna pay for the back rent, but I'm gonna pay for this month's rent too, man." And he said, "Okay, cool, right? You know, they like doing business with us from a first world country and shit, right? He got the Australian dollar. Shit. So what the fuck you think happened and shit, man? Not only he paid the landlord and shit, but he told that girl, thank you. Effective today, this place is about to be empty. He took that motorcycle, man. He started loading it up, man, and getting rid of it. She started trying to fight over the motorcycle, man. He said, you're not taking this motorcycle. I paid for this motorcycle. I paid for all the bills around here. You're not taking shit. And this is mine, right? And it's in my name. Took the motorcycle. She started crying her ass off, man. Badly embarrassed, man. She lost her face and shit, right? And the white guy would tell me on the panel, man, but that's different. That's no, it's still confrontation at the end of the day. So you trying to tell me if a woman's cheating on me in the fucking Philippines, I'm supposed to sit back and fucking take it? No, I'm gonna confront that bitch and let that bitch know I ain't to be played with. The moral of the story I'm trying to say is this. He was so convinced that you got to be a yes man in a certain culture like the Philippines and compromise your respect as a man, man, sacrifice your respect as a man to accommodate to them. Fuck that shit. If any woman disrespect me at all, I'm out the door. Done. There's no reconciliation. There's no can we make it work or let me throw a whole bunch of I'm sorry's and I love you at them. Let's see that happen. That shit is done. We're done. And that was the most lowest shit ever. You understand? And so the moral of the story, the girl said that start thinking with this head, the head on top of your neck, and not the head below your motherfucking life. You understand? There's a lot of guys who think, man, with the PP, man, but don't think with that brain. You understand? It's fucked up out there, man. But listen, you guys, and everybody who's listening to, and some of you guys gonna be listening to this though after the stream is gone. Do not
Yeah,
sacrifice,
yeah.
man.
Don't leave with your wallet.
Sacrifice your self respect as a man for a woman or the goddamn culture. It's not worth it. And that Australian guy I just talked about, he was at least smart enough to say, man, that hey, I got humbled in this situation. He apologized to that young lady, man, and said, "Yeah, man, I shouldn't have been thinking with my thing downstairs. I should have been thinking with my brain, and I was just so blind." And he said, "I trusted that woman." And he said, "I sacrificed money I didn't even have in my own country to make sure that this woman was accommodative. I trusted that woman. I trusted her, but we learned the hard way, you guys. So it's real out here, man. Don't be making special accommodations for that culture or the woman. It's either these people are going to respect you or they don't. Just that simple. Jay Line, did you have some words you want to say?
Just don't do it, man. I'm like, don't be, yeah, just don't fall for it. And I think that, yeah, I was like, so yeah, man. That's all I gotta say, man. So yeah, but yeah, just don't fall for it. And yeah, but I think I think especially like they see white guys as especially as a money as a what do you call it?
As a money grab.
Yeah, as a money grab. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's what most African women told me anyway. She said they see them as a money grab, no?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I mean, so I think that like and I like you said, a lot of them just see them as that. So, and I think that so I think so many guys do it. So they feel like they could ask you that because so many guys probably be offering them all that type of stuff anyway. So
Yeah.
so and when you break that cycle and you won't do all that stuff, they be like, "Oh, why you ain't doing all that?" And I was like, "So that's basically what it is." So but all right, man. But
You're saying some of them are stupid enough to assume, well, this one guy's do it. That means all of them do it.
yeah, man. So I think that so the stuff they wouldn't ask, so they wouldn't be asking the local dudes all that, man. Dropping all that, bread. So they assume that you have all that, but and I think that but I
But
never had
but the family members too. That's what got me. Let's say that you and that girl broke up because she did some fucked up shit. Did you know that she would actually give your phone number to the family members? Man, the family members would turn around and start asking you for money, saying they hungry, can you help them and all this shit. And you like, dude, man, we done already broke up, we're done. I know, but I'm hungry and all this shit, man. That's not my responsibility. Now, if you had a
Yep.
good one, now if you had a good one, right? Even though y'all broke up, if she was smart, number one, she would give your phone number out, and number two, she would set the boundary that all financial transactions are to go through her and her only. All right, what the fuck is the family doing with your phone number in the first place? I've heard that from many of the guys. I even heard it from a guy from Ethiopia and shit. I ain't gonna say his name, but yeah, he said, man, yeah, that the family ended up calling his phone number and shit, man, asking him for money and shit. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's a goddamn shame, man. They will do that shit, man. Yeah, for real. And it doesn't matter, man. Mostly it's second and third world countries and shit. They get your phone number out of the phone, or they'll find you on Facebook and then message you on Facebook. Hey, how you doing? My name is so and so. I'm so and so's sister or brother, man. We're hungry. Can you send us some money? Like they'll backdoor the situation. Like it's sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, some cultures people do help each other out sometimes. It is a collective culture, but I think that like it can happen, but it depends on how far. I mean, how far it goes. You know what I'm saying? So my thing,
Yeah.
people can. I was saying like, yeah. So if you gonna have the mother-in-law out or something like that on the situation, there's nothing wrong. But it depends on like how far if they in a tough time or something like that, but like, but it depends on, it's levels to it. So my thing is that it all depends on how things go. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is
Yeah.
that,
But we
yeah,
talking like
and
out the blue. You could either just broke up with this woman and then you never talked to the family or whatever, right? Or you and that woman could have just met a week or two, and all of a sudden you're getting phone calls, text.
that's some BS, man.
You know, man, hey,
That's some BS. I mean, that's a
we,
BS.
I need you to give
I
me a
mean,
sandwich, J Line. I need a sandwich, J Line. I'm hungry.
that's some BS. You know what I'm saying? Because like, if you have a relationship with the mother-in-law or something like that, or something like that, and you guys are close, and that's different. You know what I'm saying? But like, some people just random out of the blue, all hell no, man. But all right, man. But I guess I'm about to be out, man. All
You
right,
got it, man. Well, thank you, Jay Line. I really appreciate you
all right.
coming to the show. And then one of my moderators, man, came in, man, last minute. What's up, Rusty Rivers? How are you doing? Good to see you come to the show, man. We're talking about should a man sacrifice his self respect to make the fucking woman happy or to make the culture happy? She could be a foreign, traditional woman. Should you sacrifice your self respect as a man to make either that woman happy or that foreign traditional culture happy? But they can be very toxic. They can have badass habits, man. All types of shit, right? What did he say? He said, no notification. No notification. What the hell? And what did he say? Screw to. Yeah, man. He a fucking fool, man. Nah, that's just how it is, man. And shit, man. For real. No, it's cool, Rusty, man. I ended up doing what we call a pop-up live using StreamYard and shit. And I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I was on TikTok, man, and we was in the middle of TikTok. TikTok was going cool, man, and they ended up picking me up because we was brutally honest on it. Man, I had about 3, 4 passport bros, a couple other guys, and we was just brutally honest on it. And this is like my second, third stream, and all of a sudden, boom, these motherfuckers, man, just cut my stream off, man. You're violating, you're shooting hate speech and shit, man. Like, it's fucking crazy, man. I don't know what it is, man. We can't be brutally honest, man, on a lot of these platforms. You gotta play rated PG and shit, man. So yeah, that's why this platform right here on YouTube, a lot of my stuff on YouTube and StreamYard, man, gets forwarded over to Rumble, man. And while I'm on Rumble, I don't really have much of a problem with shit, man. You know, Rumble, I can talk shit and swallow spit, man, do whatever the fuck I got to, man. You know, so. All right, man. But anyways, though, man, you guys, I'm about to get on out of here, man. So I'm on bedtime, 10:21 Central Standard Time. The Super Bowl is tomorrow, Kansas City. Yeah, I'm in South Kansas City. Yeah, not far from Kansas City Chiefs Stadium. So I want y'all to click this like button right before you guys leave. Click the subscribe button. Help your boy get the subs up, man. I want to at least make my couple thousand subs. Man. I got over 1,000 so far, man. I'm actually doing it, man. Copy the link. Copy the link. Go on Facebook. Share it inside of our MGTOW group. Share it inside of our Red Pill group. Share it inside of our Passport Gold groups. I appreciate it. Global travel groups, man. Just share this shit, man. I know I'm live. I didn't have many people on today, man. So, but anyways, though, man, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. This is Mr. GG heading out. Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement Channel. Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement Channel. I'll talk to you guys soon. Make sure you guys take them red pills. And for God's sakes, man, do not under any circumstance sacrifice your self-respect as a man for the happiness of a woman or to make a foreign traditional culture happy. If these motherfuckers are disrespecting you, the culture, and the woman, learn to set the boundary and learn to walk away. Being alone can get you in peace. There's a difference between being alone versus being alone. You understand? Big difference between the two. I'll talk to you soon. You guys take it easy. I'm glad to see you all. Peace. Mr. GG, I'm out.